Picture this, 2020, the world's in chaos with COVID-19, and suddenly the Trump administration drops a policy bomb. International students already adjusting to online classes are told they might have to leave the US if their universities go fully remote. ICE announces if your school is online only, your visa is basically useless, time to go home. This hit F1 and M1 visa holders hard. Universities like Harvard were moving online to keep people safe, but now students face deportation for following safety protocols. The reaction? Shock, outrage, and confusion. Students and universities scrambled. How could they force students into classrooms during a pandemic just to keep their visas? The policy felt like a punishment for doing the right thing. Imagine spending years and a fortune to study in the US, only to be told your education might end overnight. The decision seemed rushed, with little thought for the human impact. Emails flew, phones rang, and everyone wondered, did this really just happen? It was a nightmare scenario, caught between a deadly virus and a sudden life-altering rule. The government's move left students and schools in limbo, questioning if anyone had thought this through. The stakes, students' futures, universities' reputations, and the integrity of American higher education. It was a plot twist no one wanted. While students panicked, Harvard and MIT sprang into action. They didn't just complain, they sued the Department of Homeland Security and ICE, calling the policy arbitrary and harmful. Their lawsuit argued the government skipped proper procedures and ignored the real-world damage. This wasn't just about their own students, it was about setting a precedent for all international students. Soon, hundreds of universities, states, and tech companies joined the fight. The opposition became a massive coalition, an academic Avengers united for a cause. International students are vital. They bring talent, diversity, and billions to the US economy. Forcing them out would hurt research, innovation, and America's global standing. The message was clear. This policy was unacceptable. And the academic world was ready for a legal showdown. The solidarity was unprecedented. Universities, states, and businesses all saying, not on our watch. The legal challenge put real pressure on the administration. It wasn't just about law, it was about protecting people and principles. The stakes were high, and the world was watching. The fight was on. For students, the policy was a nightmare. Imagine being struggle with online learning from another country, or lose your visa and education. Many had research, internship, some scrambled to transfer schools, others worried about travel bans or unsafe conditions back home. He exposed how fragile their status really was. Convenient, it was dangerous. Every day brought new uncertainty, with lives and dreams in limbo. The experience left scars, fear, frustration, and a loss. Then, just as suddenly, the policy was gone. Facing massive legal and public pressure, the Trump administration reversed course a week later. Relief swept through campuses, but the damage was done. Stress, fear, and a sense of instability lingered. The old, flexible rules for online learning stayed in place, letting students continue their studies safely. The episode proved how vital international students are to US universities and the economy. It also showed the power of collective action. When schools, states, and students unite, they can force change. But it was a wake-up call. Immigration policies can shift overnight, with real consequences. For students and schools, vigilance and advocacy are essential. The lesson? Think before making sweeping changes that affect real lives. The fight protected students this time, but the uncertainty remains. The story highlighted the need for compassion and common sense in policymaking. Hopefully it's a lesson that sticks. Because for international students, the stakes couldn't be higher.